Okay, let's take a look at this topic, and this is dealing with median and mean. All right, and so it's easy to confuse those two because they sound alike at the start of how you say them. You know, median, mean, right? They sound a lot, but the way the way I remember it is median, which has a D in it, is middle. Median is your middle value, and mean is your average. Mean means average, right? Median is your middle, and if you know Spanish, media is middle. Okay, so it comes from the same word. Mean is your average. So to do this problem, what we have to do is what helps first of all, whenever you do any problem where they're asking you to find median or range, what you want to do is you want to first of all write this out in order from least to greatest. It makes it really so much easier if you do that. So let's do that. Let's go 7, 9. All right, so we got 7 and 9, and I'm looking at this, and then it looks like we have a 10. No, we got 2 9s. All right, I almost missed that. We got a 10, and then we have 2 13s. So I'm going to go down on the second one here, and then 2 16s. All right, so got a total of 8 values. And so when you find the median of a set, and I'll show you just a real quick example. Supposing I said, hey, find the median of the sets of like this. The way you would do that is you work your way from the outsides of the numbers into the middle. So I would say, okay, I'm going to cross off the largest and the smallest value, and I'm going to continue to do that in pairs until you get to one value in the middle. So the median of this set would be the number 8. Now when you do that with this other set up here, it presents some other problems. And the problems it presents is that if you have an even number of numbers, you don't get a value in the middle. So for this one, you cross out 16 and 7, and then you keep working your way in like that. So 13 and 9. And then we've got 10 and 13 that if we cross off, we don't have a number. So what you do when that happens is you know that that number would fall in between here, right? And that's the key, is to think it falls in between 10 and 13. Well, what's the halfway point between 10 and 13? And so some of you are able to kind of do this out in your head, all right, and say, well, if you've got 10, 11, 12, 13 on a number line, right? Some of you can figure out that, well, I go one this way and one this way, and then split the difference. That's going to put you at 11.5. Now, if that doesn't work for you, if I just did that and you're saying, I can't do that, or I can't remember that, or whatever it is, the mathematical way to do it is to find the average of 10 and 13. So you just add 10 and 13, you get 23, and then to find the average of something, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, you take the number and you divide it by how many there are. And so you're adding 2 numbers here, and if I want to find the average of 2 numbers, you divide it by 2. And when you divide it by 2, that gives you 1, 0, 3, gives you another 1. And lo and behold, you get the same value we got before. So the median of this set is going to be 11.5. Okay, so let's write that down, median, and let's put it in. So 11.5 minutes. And so that would be kind of like the middle value. Now the next thing they're asking you is the mean. So now they're asking you the average value. So the average value you're going to find by the average value simply by adding everything together and then dividing by how many there are. So let's do that. So we've got all these numbers. So these you can add in any order you want. You don't have to go back up to how we had them organized up there. And you just would go 16 plus 16 plus 9 plus 13 plus 7 plus 13 plus 10 plus 9. And I would add all of those together. So, and then what you'll do is you'll take that whole addition problem and you'll divide it by 8 because there's 8 numbers there. Okay, so let's just kind of simplify this a little bit. So 16 and 16 makes 32. 7 and 13 makes 20. And then we have 9 and 9 make 18. All right, and then 13 and 10 make 23. All right, so we're kind of cleaning this up a little bit. Well, 20 and 23 make 43. Okay, and then you have 43 and 32. Well, that makes 75. And then 75 plus 18 is really the only one that you have to really seriously think about. So you got 93. And you're going to divide 93 by 8. And so when I do 93 divided by 8, and you can do this absolutely with the calculator. I'm just doing it this way because I don't want to have to pull up a calculator right now. I will get 11. And you get 50. And you get 0.6. And it wants to the nearest tenth. So we want to go one more digit out. Well, that's going to give me 2. I'm going to bring another 0 down. And that's going to give me 2. So I got 11.62. So my number is going to be 11.6 for my mean. All right, 11.6 minutes, which is, in this case, really close to my median. That doesn't always work out that way. This one did, which is kind of cool. But don't be surprised if you get something that's pretty different. All right, and so let's try this. See what we get. Yeah, liked our answers. So to do these, again, your median, you just list them all out and you find the middle value. If there isn't a middle value, you find the 2 values that are in the middle and you take the average of them, right? What number is in between those? And then to find your mean, you just add all of them up and divide by how many there are. And that's your average. That's what mean is. Mean is your average. So that is how you do this topic. And I hope this was helpful for you.